guys wearing skirts in fashion weeks or maybe in a red carpets also. So that is an evolution what men's styling is also coming up. Me, as what I see is if the client is living in that outfit. For me, styling is comfortability and at the same time making a statement. For styling, just being comfortable is one of the best things I would say. Don't go behind the trends which are not comfortable according to your body type or according to your confidence also. The grey suit, white shirts. I have more than 35 to 40 white shirts from all the different brands. And I love to wear white shirts. White sneakers, invest in a good loafers from a very good brand, invest in a good jeans. Levi's is my favorite in terms of the jeans. So I would suggest invest in a good classic pieces and you are good to go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Smaash. Today we have Sarang back on our set on Smaash podcast. For those people who don't know Sarang already, he goes by the name He Got the Style on Instagram. He has been doing a lot of stuff, so it's not practically possible for us to say all of them right now. But to give you like an overview, he is a fashion blogger. He's a stylist, influencer, and a person who made his debut on the digital world very soon. So, he has also worked with a lot of celebrities. He has styled a lot of celebrities like Vicky Kaushal, Richa Chadda, and a lot more. He has also been a part of London Fashion Week. And today we will be having a conversation yet again after 1 year with him. And I'm so excited for it. So, Sarang, welcome back on Smash Podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I think we're doing this after 1 year.
Almost a year. More than a year and a half maybe. That was 2023 and now we are
2025. Oh my god.
2025.
Shit. If I could see, I was like, kal hi to hua tha shoot.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I also still remember the shoot.
Yeah. I know it was a little messy, but I'm so glad, like, for some of the people who stood by us when we were just starting. And those
That's the
people
best thing. That's the best thing. The people who support you in the initial stage, those are the people who you keep remembering.
I know. That's so true. Like, I feel like I'll always remember you because, like, we did our first shoots with you and
Yeah.
we were so excited. And oh my god, we have Sarang on the board. And, like, when you got on the set, you were so humble. And I think that is the reason why we were still in touch from last 2 years.
Last 2 years.
And we're doing it again?
Yes.
Okay. So what was that thought like that do you want to go for fashion? So did it grow on you or you always had it in your mind ki yaar, fashion is something that I love and I want to pursue it?
So initially when I was studying, like, when I was in my schooling, I used to play around with a lot of colors. So me and my brother used to paint, draw, few things. And once I came to know the color theory, prints and patterns, that's how I was like, okay, just a game of perfect colors and maybe the combinations.
Right.
So that's how I started my interest towards fashion because, it's all about color theory, it's all about proportions and it's all about prints and patterns. So that's why I was like, okay, let me just give it a try. But my mom, being a teacher, she was always behind me to pursue a perfect degree from any of the education system and then you can pursue fashion as your hobby. So when I did my 12th standard and when I took an admission in business college, I was like, okay, let me just give it a try simultaneously while I'm still studying.
Right.
So I started my career very early, like, as soon as I passed my 12th standard and I was the topper in my college. And I was like, okay, now I can do both the things. And that's how I started because earlier I used to do styling for modeling agencies, Inega, Toa, then Purple. And that's how I was like, okay, now I can just get into fashion simultaneously while I'm studying. So it was kind of difficult. It was kind of very new for me. But I always knew the color theory. I always knew the proportions. I always knew the fabrics and everything. I started my career when I was studying in degree college.
Okay. And when do you identify that zone when you can like properly get into freelancing or you still need to like work under someone and like, learn a lot? Because
So I never wanted to assist someone or maybe work under someone, because I always had this habit of, be your own boss. So that's how I started. But then when I started with celebrities, it was kind of everything fell in a place without me asking for it. So I have a very good or maybe a bad habit of manifesting things. And if I manifest with my pure heart, it happens. So initially I started, means, some randomly people got in touch with me from Pune, Bharati Vidyapit, and they were doing shoots with celebrities like Gulshan Diwadikar, Vicky Kaushal, and that's how I got in a game, because they approached me to just style for a magazine shoots, and I was like, yeah, that is very much feasible for me, that is very easy for me. I just had to use my blogging contacts just to get the source clothes, and it started, and I never looked back then.
Right. And you said that you're a person who manifests a lot. So what is your 2025 manifestation like?
I seriously want to shift to new house, though I have my own house, but I really want a bigger one, so that, the one entire floor or maybe the one entire room would be only for my closet and
Like
nothing
the walk-in
else.
closet.
Yeah, walk-in closet. And apart from that, I really want to celebrate my birthday this year in New York. You never know, it might happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole game of manifestation.
Yeah. So,
One time you manifest and the next day you wake up to that
yeah,
dream.
true, very true. So this is the one thing I really want to do in at least in 25, and maybe I don't drive, so I don't want to buy a car because it will be another expense for me.
True, very true.
So let's see. Buying house in the bigger house is my 2025 dream.
And work-wise, like to get
Work wise, I seriously wanna get back to styling, but with a very pure and a new face. Maybe a star kid, you never know. Maybe Ibrahim Ali Khan, or you never know.
okay. We are eagerly waiting for that to come out and for us to like see that. So what was your first styling experience like? I remember that कभी भी हमारा कोई first experience होता है, we just keep it so close to our heart.
Yeah. So I think I first styled as a celebrity, Gulshan Diwadikar. Very humble guy. I literally had no idea, means how he looks or how he is as a person. But he gave me the perfect measurements while I had gone for a trial. And after the trial, I was like, "Okay, now we killed it," because everything was falling in such a good place. And that I think the entire shoot we did it as a test shoot, but it got featured in Filmfare magazine. So that's how it started. With Vicky, Vicky was a very young guy that time, so still he is. But with Vicky, it was very difficult in terms of his own style, because I didn't know how he acts or how he pretends in front of the camera. So it was kind of experimental, but he actually can carry off lot of things. Like, I wasn't expecting him in a dashing suit as well as a ganji and a t-shirt. Like, it was very different, because he has a different personalities according to his outfits in front of the camera. And that thing I picked up from Vicky. So whatever you wear, you get involved in it, and then you come out as a new personality in front of the camera.
Right, that's so true. And we just had a conversation about what was your good experience like? What was your bad experience like?
Oh, I would suggest bad experience. I wouldn't name the celebrity, but my assistant was walking, and I think, in London that time, and she had such a bad experience, because being a girl and styling a female celebrity was a task for her. Because, for guys, for me, female celebrities kind of gets very respectful, and then, you have that norm of, being ethical at the same time. So that was kind of, and she got fed up because of, the fittings, because I think the celebrity didn't do the trials and she just came on set. It was difficult, but then she cooperated. So I would suggest that time I would have been there, then it could have been a better shoot, but work is work.
You also describe your work as documenting your memories.
Yeah.
So, like, what was the reason behind it? Like, do you only work for your? You have this one thing in your mind, na कि यार मैं अपने self fulfillment के लिए काम करना चाहता हूँ. But at the same time, when you are at certain age or certain level in any industry, you also need to understand that there has to be some sort of monetary expectations from my side as
For
well.
me, money is always secondary. I tell that to my all the clients also, and the people who wants to work with me. I tell them, the money is secondary for me. But if you are a good person and if you are going ethically and with respect for all the work we are gonna do, then I'm up for it. I really don't care about the money because I have means my parents are well to do. Even I have got ample amount of money. But the only thing, if you're ethical and if you're working with me respectfully, I'm up for it.
What, according to you, is ethical and unethical in the styling industry?
Ethical, I would say, if you give me the perfect measurements, if you give me the perfect timing, if you give me the proper details about your outfits and what you expect from me, I am ready for getting it everything. But if you come and do the changes on a set, and it is very difficult for any stylist to get or arrange the clothes according to that. So for me, if the plan is perfectly to be executed, I'm up for it.
And unethical, according to you?
Unethical means sometimes the celebrities or the maybe the models or the client creeps on the set, why it is so loose, why it is so tight. You give me the perfect measurements, I'll get it done. It's just I don't want people to crib on a set for small things.
Right, and I think
Yeah.
that does happen a lot.
Yeah. And that gets too hectic or maybe too annoying while you are on a set.
That's so true. Also, there is this one thing that I have noticed. We don't see a lot of male stylists.
Yeah.
What is the reason behind it? Because like I was surprised to see, okay, a person who's a male stylist and he's doing his job so fantastically, but why don't we see more male stylists coming up?
Because I think male stylists are very few in India for the celebrities also. And if you know the knowledge about menswear, their patterns, and there are few rules in menswear. It's not all about grabbing 2-3 clothes and putting them together. There has to be a certain phenomena behind putting an outfit, and those who have learned men's fashion will definitely go a longer way. But if you don't know the silhouettes, if you don't know the fabrics, if you don't know the portions, then it is very difficult. That's why female styling is more easy and accessible rather than men.
Yeah, but like you have so many things in the female style as well, because like if a guy is coming just in the styling industry and he's just getting introduced to so many different things, because we see a male attire and we see a women attire, then there are like a lot of things. We have skirts, we have pants, we have like every single thing that could, we have saris.
Yeah.
But I think male
For
style is
guys,
much
it's just a short pant, t-shirt, trousers, and whatnot. But if you play around with the portions and the patterns in it, male styling also has so many aspects, literally. And since the entire fashion world has been gender fluid, it is very experimental these days, and it is very what you say. It's very happening also because guys wearing skirts in fashion weeks or maybe in a red carpets also. So that is an evolution what men's styling is also coming up with.
Also, whenever you style someone, is it more about fashion or their body type or how they're expressing themselves through that particular attire?
I think for styling, me as what I see is if the client is living in that outfit, because it's always for me styling is comfortability and at the same time making a statement. For me, whenever I see a client and whenever I see a particular body type, then I decide what to do and what not to do. Because sometimes people are very comfortable wearing a jeans and a jacket also, but sometimes people want to go experiment. So while experimenting, you need to think about their body type as well as the color theory, what they are suitable of.
Okay. And I think we have a lot of confusion regarding color theory in India. Like people don't really understand, be it in makeup, be it in styling. So like what is that guide you can give to them if someone is seeing
If you want to seriously get into fashion, you need to learn color theory first, and you can maybe you can just go Google it, the color theory, and then think about it, because once you are in a color theory, you can never go wrong, because those are the colors which are actually meant for what you say in fashion.
Right.
So if you follow those color theory, you are good to go.
Right. And also there are like so many different kind of body types. I think aajkal though we have got like a lot of awareness. People starting, like if I talk to my mom about body type, I'm very sure she's gonna be like, what is that? But now we know we have pear shape, we have apple shape, we have I think triangle as well.
Yeah.
So like there are like so many different type of body types. So what is suitable for these kind of bodies? Like I think pear shape bodies को बहुत ज़्यादा struggle होता है.
Yeah.
Because they don't like they are not able to like find
A perfect pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say for guys, it's just a lean body or maybe the square body, and sometimes they don't have a pure one but then they are kind of heavy on the legs also. So for every body type, there are certain silhouettes and there are certain fits which you need to go, or maybe you need to experiment with. So it's all about the experimentation, and at the same time ki your outfit is more comfortable while you are wearing it. So that's the thing. Comfort and the fit is best of the things.
Right. And what was the inspiration like for your name? Like he got the style.
So I know. So while I was so we randomly, after my 12th standard, me and one of my friend, I wouldn't name her, but then we were just sitting in candies, and then we were just figuring out what to name it. So she came up with the name, she came up with the name, he's got the style. But then when I spoke to my astrologer, and he's like, when the apostrophe comes, your success ends there. So you can just add a letter I, and then it became he is got the style.
Right. So like, do you believe in astrology? Like,
Yes, I do.
I mean, for a person who is in fashion and styling.
I'm a very spiritual person in real life also. So I think everything is written in a destiny. You just have to follow the path.
We'll try to take some inspiration from it. But I don't know. Okay. So what is the process of creating a content? Like, for example, if there's someone who is seeing this podcast and he is also into content, like he's a little insecure, she's a little insecure, or like they're just not very camera friendly. So what is that like mantra?
Mantra, just don't give a beep to people, and then just go for it. Because see, I used to hate to take my photos when I was in college. Literally, I was so afraid of my looks, so I was so afraid of my teeth also. But eventually, when I got friendly with the camera, because it's all about practice and giving coming out with a confidence, and once you have that confidence, you never look back. So if you're going to become an influencer or maybe a content creator, just go for it. Don't think about anything else, because you never know which and what day your stars will align with you and you'll get famous.
Right. Have you got like any enhancements on your face? Like,
no. I have got my teeth done with because of my very good friend, Dr. Riddhi. Apart from that, I have not done anything.
Why? Like, are you not a big advocate of it?
No, I'm not. I think the natural skin and the natural facial features are more long-lasting than any plastic surgeries.
I think that is something that even I personally feel is like, okay, yaar, however I'm made, I just want to be like this.
The God has created everyone very differently, so embrace that features rather than get it customized according to you.
Right, because what will be a world when everyone is like looking similar? Yeah. We will not stand out.
Yeah. Very true.
Right. Also, you also mentioned that your parents were very supportive of what you did, and like 10 years back when you just started.
Yeah.
At that time, I think itna awareness nahi tha regarding fashion blogging, and especially a male doing it.
Yeah.
So like, how are they convinced, or like, how did you convince them? Were they always supportive, or after some time they just understood the value?
So I have a very bad habit of, getting a reward. Means, I decide my reward first. So if I do this, I'll get to choose whatever I want. So it's been since my childhood. If I come first, then you'll get me this. If I come second, you get me this. So while I was
It's like a clickbait theory.
yeah, clickbait. So when I was in 12th standard, I told my mom, if I come first from my college in all the streams, then you'll allow me to do whatever I want, or maybe the whatever career I want to pursue. So I came first and she couldn't help it. So I started my fashion along with my degree in business schooling, and that's how it started. And then she never had what you say she never had anything against me while I was pursuing the fashion career also.
And she was convinced that
Yeah, she was very
Sarang
convinced.
is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
line
yeah,
will succeed, because
Yeah.
some other way our parents are a little concerned about it if you are like
Yeah.
choosing some very different field.
Yeah.
And do you feel like fashion industry is kind of a rat race, because like every single person, for example, if I want to start a startup, I can literally do it. I can just stand out. But in fashion industry, every single person, those 10, 20, 30 people are fighting for that one thing.
One thing. Yeah.
So like the competition is very much, and we are in Bombay. I think we all know people come to Bombay to fulfill their dreams when it comes to fashion, Bollywood or movies. So like, what do you think? Is it like a rat race? Is it worth it? Or you just have to...
See, I think everyone wants to be the best version of themselves, and it is a kind of rat race. But if you being ethical, and if you just being confident in yourself, everything falls in a place. So rather than, for me, it's not a rat race. It's just being best version of myself and be who I am, rather than being someone or pretending to be someone.
What do you think worked out for you to stand out against your competition? Like I'm very sure there must be a
I
lot
think
of...
my personal style, because see, if I wear a 10-year back jeans also, I know how to style it rather than just, buying a new one. And I do have lot of luxury products or maybe designer clothes, but then the classic pieces what I choose to keep with me forever are the pieces what makes me different from other people.
Right.
There are so many different pieces which people won't be thinking about buying it, or maybe having it in their wardrobe, but I do have. That makes me stand out in any fashion show.
Right. And what is your take on sustainable fashion?
See, I would always prefer people to invest in a good classic pieces rather than just buying trendy pieces, because trends come and go. And when you have the classic sustainable pieces, it lasts for more than 10 to 12 years. Trust me on this. So if you want to buy a white shirt, buy it from a very good brand and a quality along with it, because fast fashion is just gonna harm the environment rather than anything else.
Right. So like conscious buying is very important
Very, very
in today's
important,
era,
yeah.
because like...
And buying a classic pieces is always a best option rather than the trendy ones, because trends comes and go, and it doesn't give you the what you say, your classic style or maybe your entire personality.
What according to you is that forever green or forever classic things that you can purchase for yourself that's just gonna last forever? It will never go out of trend.
Navy blue suit, grey suit, white shirts. I have more than 35 to 40 white shirts from all the different brands. And I love to wear white shirts, and I would say white sneakers, invest in a good loafers from a very good brand, invest in a good jeans. Levi's is my favorite in terms of the jeans. So I would suggest invest in a good classic pieces and you are good to go.
So like if you have to make a choice between fast fashion or like bespoke fashion, so what will you choose? Like, and why?
Bespoke any day, because every body type is a different one. Every body type needs their a small attention according to the fit and according to the season also. So I think getting your regular ready to wear clothes customized is the best option, because it's only made for your body rather than regular, ready to wear.
So, if you have to give an advice to the viewers, so what you would give, like someone like me, we should be buying according to the trend, or we should buy according to the value.
You should always buy according to the value, because the value will invest in the clothing. It should be very classic, and I always say ki it's an investment rather than just buying the clothes. If you're investing in a good classic pieces, they are gonna last forever, and it will only gives you returns rather than anything else.
Right. Also, if we see in like from last 1 or 2 years, we are seeing a lot of apps, styling apps coming in.
Yeah.
Like there is Style, and there is this one more app that's booming right now. I think Rebel Kid also promoted it.
Yeah.
So like, how is it different for a person, like for one-on-one interaction as with a person to like talk about the style, and that person is styling you, and consult with an app? So
Yeah.
like, how is it different?
Consulting with an app is for the mass audience. If you want to stand out and if you want to have a personal style, you really need to hire a stylist, because that stylist will come to know your colors, then your fits, and the pieces you actually want to wear during your different occasions. And that app will only give you the small time, what you say, solution rather than the long term solution.
That's true. And I think a person, if I'm sitting in front of you, I will be able to understand your style much better than an app or an AI.
Any day.
Okay, so what is that one advice that you would like to give to anyone who is watching this podcast, who want to improve their styling game, who want to improve their content game?
I think for styling, just being comfortable is one of the best things, I would say. Don't go behind the trends which are not comfortable according to your body type or according to your confidence also, because comfort and confidence goes hand in hand. And in terms of content, I would say just go for it. Don't think about anything. Just do it.
How much time did it take for you to like actually excel in that content game?
3 months.
3 months.
3
So
months.
after 3 months of consistency and
Yeah.
finally showing up,
Yeah.
you were able to figure out the whole game. Okay, I have a very fun segment for you where I will be naming some people and you have to like rate their style. So do you know about Sufi Motiwala?
Yes.
So like he's that one person.
I think he just too much talk and no styling game.
Right. I mean, yeah, like I've been seeing a lot of reels telling that, okay, Sufi Motiwala tells these many things, because he's like very harsh as well with his comments. Sometimes he's like, ki,
0 on
pocha
10,
leke aa gaya, or something or like that. And when you see his style, then you're like,
La. Yeah. Very
okay.
true.
So, Alia Bhatt.
Oh. Elegance.
Elegant.
Her entire personality speaks elegance.
Also, she's a petite woman.
Yeah.
She's like 5'1", but if you really see her pictures, you can never figure it out. What is working out for her?
Proportions in terms of styling.
She's working heavily on the proportion. And how? Like, what is that mix and match? For example, I am petite. I would always want to crack that mantra of how should I dress so I don't look very tiny.
The proportions 2:3 is the proportion what any petite girl or any short height guy should follow, which is 2/3 of your top wear and 3/3 of your bottoms.
I think we have this V-neck as well,
Yeah.
right? You should be wearing V-neck so that you don't look very...
Yeah, so that you look taller than what you usually are.
If you see turtlenecks, I've seen turtlenecks हर किसी पे अच्छे नहीं लगते.
Yeah.
What kind of body type turtleneck would look better on?
Tall
people.
people who has a longer neck like me will really look good in turtlenecks.
Okay. Ranveer Singh.
Crazy, I would say. Too bold to do anything. He's too crazy.
I think the kind of dressing that he puts on...
Natasha is very experimental. His stylist is very experimental in terms of silhouettes, in terms of colors, in terms of patterns also. Because I think the person who can carry out such bold prints and bold colors, it's just the confidence and the comfort he has with Natasha.
Yeah, and I think his personal brand is also like very energetic.
Yeah.
And if you see his brand collabs also, most of them are with like high energy drinks.
Yeah.
And then he always like advocate for things that actually goes with his personality.
It just the vibes they match.
Right. So, this is the second time we are doing this, but what is that one thing that comes in your mind when we say Smash podcast? We have this ritual that whenever we take any podcast, we ask that particular person.
I think I always have a fun times with you guys.
Thank you. It means a lot. And thank you so much for each and everyone who saw this podcast till the end. Please like, share, and comment. And you can follow Sarang on He Got the Style. He got the style, right?
He got the style.
He got the style. And we'll see you in the next episode.